When you think about getting rich, have you ever wondered if there will be signs of your wealth? It's an interesting concept to explore, one that might make you think twice about how you'd want to handle your newfound financial success. Often, I scroll through Reddit or TikTok and I see people talking about how, when they get rich, they won't tell anyone directly. Instead, there will be these little subtle clues, like a luxury car being towed by a beat up vehicle, hinting at their wealth. It's almost as if they're trying to keep it a secret, but not really. If you're watching this video, you probably have a strong desire to build wealth. But have you ever stopped to think about why you want to be rich? For many people, it's about freedom. Freedom from a 9 to 5 job, the chance to travel, or the opportunity to help family and friends in ways they never could before. Others may dream of opening that bakery on the beach in Hawaii, or starting a successful online business that allows them to work from anywhere. But for a large number of people, the goal isn't just to get rich, it's to show it off. There's no shame in wanting to show success, but let's be honest for a second. You've probably thought about the idea of flashing your wealth just a little bit. Maybe buying a sports car or rocking the latest designer clothes. I mean, if you can afford it, why not, right? But I want to introduce you to an alternative idea. What if you got rich but no one ever really knew? What if you could enjoy your financial success without broadcasting it to the world? This is where the idea of stealth wealth comes in. It's a philosophy that says you can have it all without anyone ever knowing about it. You can be wealthy, yet still fly under the radar. Now, I know this might sound strange. After all, we live in a world where people are constantly posting their luxury cars, vacation spots, and designer outfits on social media. So, why would anyone choose to keep their success quiet? The truth is, some of the wealthiest people in the world are masters of stealth wealth. They live modest lives, wear normal clothes, and drive unassuming cars. And you wouldn't even know they have billions of dollars in the bank unless they told you. But why would they choose to live this way when they could literally afford anything they want? One of the primary reasons is privacy and security. As strange as it might sound, once you start displaying your wealth, you open yourself up to all kinds of risks. A flashy lifestyle can attract unwanted attention, both from strangers and even people close to you. We've all heard stories about how rich people are targeted for burglaries, scams, or even lawsuits. Let's take a look at the security risks that come with fame and wealth. For example, let's talk about athletes. Recently, there have been a string of burglaries targeting the homes of NFL players. The FBI had to issue a warning to these athletes about organized groups targeting them while they're on the road for games. It's easy for criminals to look up a game schedule and plan a break-in when they know the player will be away. These burglars don't care whether you're a regular person or a millionaire. They're going after the wealthy. Kent Moyer, a security expert, explained that these thieves are not targeting people who are struggling financially. They're going after the rich, the famous, and the successful. If you're well known and living large, you're more likely to attract these kinds of risks. So, one way to protect yourself from this danger is to keep your wealth quiet and stay low profile. Another cautionary tale is the tragic story of Billy Bob Harrell, a man who won $31 million in the lottery in the 1990s. Initially, he thought this money would solve all his problems. He could take care of his family, quit his job, and live stress-free. However, his story ended in tragedy. He couldn't say no to anyone asking for help, so he ended up giving away large sums of money to friends, strangers, and his church. His generosity led to his downfall. He went bankrupt within a few years, and eventually he tragically took his own life. Billy Bob's story is a powerful reminder of how wealth can change your life in ways you might not expect. He didn't just lose money. He lost his peace of mind, his relationships, and ultimately, his happiness. The attention he received from his sudden wealth didn't help him. It actually made his life harder. It's a sad example of how sometimes keeping your financial success under wraps might be the best choice. So, what can we learn from this? When you do get rich, you don't need to tell anyone how much money you have or flaunt it in front of others. There's no real upside to doing that. In fact, Doing so can create more problems for you in terms of privacy, security, and relationships. But there's another benefit to keeping your wealth under the radar. It allows you to enjoy genuine connections with people who truly care about you, not just your money. Think about it. If you drive around in a flashy car or post luxury items on social media, you'll inevitably attract people who are interested in you for the wrong reasons. They may be intrigued by your wealth and may even try to befriend you to take advantage of your success. These aren't the types of relationships you want to foster. True friendships are built on trust, shared values, and experiences, not material possessions. One of the reasons wealthy individuals prefer a low-key lifestyle is because it helps them avoid the kind of people who only care about what they can get from you. By living modestly and not showcasing your wealth, you'll be able to connect with others for the right reasons. This also applies to the car you drive. Believe it or not, the car you drive says a lot about you, and it can attract the wrong kind of attention. Owning a luxury car like a Lamborghini might seem like a symbol of success, but it also comes with a lot of headaches. Not only is maintenance expensive, but these cars often require special parts and service, meaning you might have to wait weeks to get repairs done. On top of that, driving a luxury car every day isn't always practical. They can be uncomfortable for daily use and often require you to have another car for regular errands. In fact, many wealthy individuals don't even bother with expensive luxury cars. Studies show that many high earners prefer practical, reliable cars like those from Toyota, Honda, or Ford. These cars are not only cost-effective but also low maintenance, which saves a lot of time, money, and hassle. Another big benefit of keeping your wealth quiet is that it allows you to maintain stable and healthy relationships. Think about it. When you flaunt your success, it's hard to avoid jealousy. Even the most supportive friends might start to feel a little envious or disconnected when they see your success. This is especially true in the workplace, where colleagues might begin to feel resentful if they believe you have more than they do. When you choose to keep your financial status private, you avoid creating unnecessary tension in your relationships. People won't feel threatened by your success, and you won't have to constantly explain how you've made your money or what you're doing with it. Keeping your wealth under wraps also helps to avoid any misunderstandings or negative feelings from friends, family, or coworkers. There's also an advantage to keeping your financial situation private when it comes to business negotiations. If someone knows how much you make or how much wealth you've accumulated, they might start to treat you differently. For example, a contractor or service provider might charge you more simply because they assume you can afford it. Even if this isn't the case with everyone, it's a reality many wealthy people face. So, by staying humble and discreet about your finances, you avoid this kind of treatment. Lastly, living a life of stealth wealth can help keep you grounded. When you focus on experiences rather than material possessions, you gain a sense of fulfillment that doesn't rely on the accumulation of stuff. It's easy to get lost in the pursuit of more things, luxury cars, fancy homes, designer clothes, but true happiness comes from the experiences you create and the relationships you build. For example, if you had the choice between buying the latest sports car or going on a week-long trip to a remote destination with your closest friends, which would you choose? Most people would probably say the trip. That's because experiences, whether they're traveling, learning, or spending quality time with loved ones, create memories that last far longer than any material object. The point is, when you focus on experiences, you'll find that life becomes more fulfilling. Material things come and go, but the memories and personal growth you gain from experiences will stay with you forever. So, when you get rich, ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? Is it about impressing others with what I own, or is it about enjoying the freedom and happiness that comes with true wealth? As for the more practical side of things, if you do decide to keep a low profile, think about how you want to spend your money. Personally, I think there are a few things worth investing in. 1. Health and longevity. Spend money on things that will improve your health and help you live longer. It's a private investment that has lifelong returns. 2. Comfort. If you can make your life more comfortable, whether it's a better mattress, direct flights, or a nice hotel room, go for it. These aren't flashy purchases, but they significantly improve your quality of life. 3. Others. Use your wealth to support the people who matter to you, your family and friends. Helping others can be one of the most rewarding ways to spend your money. 4. Personal passions. Invest in hobbies, skills, or passions that bring you fulfillment and joy. These are the things that make life interesting and memorable. So, when you do achieve financial success, keep it quiet. Don't let the world know just how much money you have. The most fulfilling and peaceful life comes from living below the radar, enjoying your wealth in private, and investing in experiences rather than things. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to share it with someone who might appreciate the message. And if you ever become a billionaire, make sure to invite me to your low-key parties. The ones that are all about enjoying life and not showing off. Thanks for watching.